Hello everybody, welcome to day 2 of Spire 2's official release on Early Access. We gotta get an actual win with Regent now. It's time. Figure out how this guy's stars work. I kinda like a random relic, I can maybe build around it. My strikes are better. It's a bit boring, but good. So if we go this way, early shot, fire elite. I kinda like that. And you don't really want the shop that early though. Fire, elite, fire, elite, or shop. This way I get one elite. Can I get more than one elite? I can get 2 if I go this way. But I miss out on a fire. The kin, I think that's a new boss too. I'll probably just go left. Get the early shop. I do pretty good damage turn 1 if I draw like that. I kind of want to try out the Sovereign Blade. I don't know. If I get one for free from a card or word, I'll try it. Dare I take Orbit again? That is draw, but you kind of have to upgrade it to make it actually draw. Can I get the egg? Heal, but fight some enemies or remove a card and lose some health. Take the card removal, get rid of a strike. Even with strike dummy, I still want to get rid of strikes. Interesting. Yeah, let's try out the blade thing. Forge 10 is the upgrade. Need to upgrade Orbit to make it playable. Also, Crush Under is worth upgrading. Can I kill this guy before he busts me? Yeah. That doesn't give block, huh? I don't know why I read that as giving block. If I go this way, I can get 3 question marks. I don't know though, I think the guaranteed elite is still better. That's good. Now I just need to get more stars. Taking a lot of damage. Hopefully I get some black cards soonish. That is a block card. It's not super strong, but it's pretty good block. Okay, hopefully I draw into my AoE next turn. Okay, Orbit clutched up there. Which is always nice. That's cool, so that works off your stars. Okay, what debuff are you gonna give me? Scranton Strangler. I really couldn't have drawn that one turn earlier. This is cool. 17 block, but it costs 3 stars. Gain 3 block, upgraded. Kinda just want to upgrade that right away. I have 3 potions. This guy does have a lot of health though. Maybe I should have used energy pot there. Oh, tried to set up orbit, I just wasted orbit. Whoops. Probably get rid of Venerate. Nice. Oh, that's cool. It's also cool. So you can copy the sword if you want. I think Seeking Edge and I try to actually use the blade more. Hi, what an exotic visitor. Who might you be, sweetie? No, sweetie, address me with respect, giant thing person. Where are my manners? Gain 2 energy, draw 2 cards, lose 1 max HP. Yikes. Yeah, it's just Akogo. Curious what a wax relic is. Probably just a relic that will eventually disappear. I have money, so an early shop isn't too bad. 2 fires, elite fire. Kinda like this path. Gets a lot of fires as well as an early shop. Oh, didn't actually draw it. Gain 35 gold or reach deeper and lose health. Kind of curious about, there's like a relic in there. Colossal flower growing atop a mound of bones as its color-shifting petals pulsate. That's a tongue twister. You sense there is a powerful cluster of pollen in the center, but the undulating petals are razor-sharp and unpredictable. You'd grab some of the golden nectar, but reaching the prize in the center is so tempting. Push past a layer of razor-sharp petals. They're coated with a substance that makes your skin tingle. It seems to numb the pain. Maybe this is why there's a pile of bones here. Flower wants to eat me. Why did I go into it? Final lunge, you grab hold of the pollenous core. Plant shudders violently, its petals go dull and the tingling stops. The golden nectar becomes worthless muck. You killed it. Well, I've been needing draw. That's cool. It's also cool. This seems not as worthwhile as the one that gives you block. Because I feel like I'm doing enough damage. If anything, just like a Vajra and strike removed makes sense here. Tuning fork is block. If only those numbers were switched around. Abacus is also decent. If I had more draw, maybe, or less cards. Even with Strike Master, I still wanna... Strike Dummy, I still wanna remove my strikes. Anyways, I'll take Vajra, because it's just something I don't have to think about. Okay, you're stealing at least not a rare card. I don't know if I have the damage to kill you before you get away, though. I think you run away next turn. Ooh, a hologram. Also, this is really, really good. This is interesting. A little bit weak, though. More block, please, waiter. Glitter Stream's a good upgrade. That's a decent upgrade. This one's better, because it happens multiple times. Dang, I was hoping that would just be enough. I don't want to spend it on 9 health. Yeah, you should be dead next turn. This is cool. I don't know if I need more attacks, though. I'd rather get more, like, block or draw. That's a really good upgrade, too. That's also a good upgrade. That doesn't affect the amount of weak or vulnerable, so it's not that good of an upgrade. It's probably Glitter Stream or Seeking Edge. Ooh, old coin. I might switch my path to a shop, except there is none, so yeah, let's just go this way. So you're gonna summon guys, so I can set up my... Why did it go in front of Furnace? What? I'm gonna live with my decision, it's fine. Sag. Oh, you get to heal the full, huh? That's fun for you. Oh, I definitely had enough damage there. Astral Pulse is cool. Take another Glitter Stream. Hopefully I can get more energy from something. I wonder if I could add lethal there, actually. Yeah, it's fine. I can go. This feels a little unnecessary. This is pretty good, though. Our block. Need to rest, though. He's the guy that I can stun. maybe get draw out of this. Oh wait, no, that's not a skill potion. I already used my skill potion. Oh, it's not AoE! I forgot! Whoopsie daisy. Dang, I can't even play that for block. It just went on the first guy. I guess that's fine, at least it killed the first guy. Well, now you get overkilled. Yeah, that was not great. Dang, Orbit is so nice. Well, I can't block. That was scary. Potch discovered though. I want royalties, but I think it's honestly a skip angle. Or just crash landing. It's a lot better if I got it in Act 1, but it should be pretty good at finishing fights. 31 is crazy. All cards have glam. 5th card you play each turn is free. I have like 2 0 cost cards, but I don't really have much energy besides turn 1. That means I can replay my 21 AoE damage card I just got, right? Also, Furnace will give me Forge 12 every turn. I'm assuming it's not going to double charge me for stars. So I definitely want early shop, fire, elite, fire elite. That path looks good. This shop is slightly earlier. That says card rewards. Damn it. I totally misread this. Time to lose a bunch of max HP for no reason. I thought the first time you play a card each combat it as glam. This is actually kind of interesting. But it still doesn't really work without draw. Yeah, upgrading 3 random is pretty worth. So hungry you don't notice the dead adventure. Is that Yeah, it's like the Slay the Spire 1 thing, where you fight the mushrooms, I think. How long has it been since you ate? Wait, what's that fantastic smell? Following the scent, you reach a cozy campground with all manner of tasty mushrooms being cooked. You don't consider the safety of eating these mushrooms because you are hungry. So hungry you don't notice the dead adventure. Yummy mushroom. Alignment, defend, and strike. You sample the fragrant one, a small woody mushroom with a delicate scent of shellfish. A burst of energy spurs you to run and vigorously train. Then a sudden stabbing pain hits you, as the living fungi struggles within you during its brief final moments. Another one. Another glitter scream is tempting, but I think that was a pretty good use of money. All those relics were solid. Corrupted. I can't do that on a blade though, so it would have to be like crash landing or something. Or I could transform a card. Honestly, Refined Blade is kind of ass. Furnace is just better. I think we transform that. Because I don't want to transform my last strike. Although, actually maybe I do want it, even though it's upgraded. Alignment. Oh, but it doesn't get the bonus? Just card rewards, I guess. So transforms don't count. That's good to know. You torch the dark polyp as it screeches and burns into ashes. Your head pulses painfully, but you manage not to faint. What was that thing? I probably would have been better off just going for, I do have an elite coming up. I think I smith anyway. I would have taken the corruption, but I could have gotten something better as well. So if I play this first, I get 4 of them. What would I even want to redraw here? Ooh. Damage 2 stars. That's cool. An elite is a little bit dangerous. Okay, that was pretty worth. I got a relic without having to even fight an elite. 15 plating on this guy. Honestly, crash landing back is kind of nice. So if I brought this back, I don't get the replay anymore. I wouldn't like to play Child of the Stars, but it's alright. Nice. Ooh. That's pretty good. I don't think I need any of them. Guiding Star is good. I wish there was more draw current turn and less draw next turn, though. I think I also skipped this elite. I'm just a little scared. Oh, I played that out of order. Oh, I didn't think about that. Huh. That is cool. Yeah, that with replay is gonna give me a lot of value. Kinda wanted to keep it, but also using it right away like that is very nice. Crush under value. This is a bad combo. Can play Crash Landing now. And I only get 2. Imagine a Crush Under with replay. I waste the energy, but I pull luck. It's whatever. I don't want to retain my hand this turn. That is cool. Oh, that's really, really good. Yeah. I have a 3-play on it. And we rest. I kind of want to hold on to Sovereign Blade for the phase 2, but also just using it is real nice. Kind of like Convergence here. Too bad Seeker Strike is like at the worst time here. Might be a good time to use this. Interesting that these two work together. Okay, one more till I can hit you for real. Gives me like 9 block. Not too bad. Okay, the goal is to beat you without having to use Sovereign Blade. I can use Sovereign Blade on the other form. You are still vulnerable, that's huge. Epoch discovered. Okay, a win with Regent. I've arrived. You there, commoner. Is this the top? I need quiet. I'll teach you some manners. You got owned. So all of my runs have done 6,000 damage. In total, you've now taken 2 trillion. Wow. People are really liking this game. Yet another Epoch. The ancient trees are not all the same. Each individual tree is shaped by its surroundings. Some are stout and bushy, while others are gnarled and knotted. When fully mature, a manifestation of its immense power is born within. An ancient. Ice cream! Okay, that's cool. That's also cool. We need a hero. Deadly monsters has begun to trickle out of the Spire at an increasing pace ever since the doors have reopened. Brave warriors, explorers, and mercenaries have been sent in, but few make progress. Even fewer make it back alive. The Regent learns of this dismay and takes it upon himself to become the hero that Prion needs. I enter. Start of combat, Forge 10. Every 10 stars spent, gain 10 block. That's really good. The end of your turn, gain star. Defeat me? The Regent of Stars does not know defeat. The strange man at the top of this tower must be defeated by me and only me. The Regent devises a royally brilliant plan to become stronger. To immortalize this, it is etched into a nearby stone. Try harder. 3 stars. 3 upgrade colorless, or Forge 15. His Majesty may now access Ascensions. The Regent must keep going. Well, we've officially done it. Every character has won. Pretty cool. Choose 10 card rewards to change your starting deck. That's cool. I think this is pretty much the same as the Spire one. Elite enemies swarm the Spire. $200% more gold, but you can no longer smith. 3 strength, but all enemies have 3 strength. Resting at rest ice heals all your health, but costs 5 max health. Whenever you enter a new room, lose 1 max HP, but start each combat with 5 plating. I miss Metallicize. I wonder if that'll come back for anything. I think the, yeah, let me check an Ironclad. There was a power that gave plating, but I didn't see if Metallicize is just totally gone. It might be. Which, yeah, because if Metallicize is still around, this is just not good. I guess it's kind of simpler. Because Metallicize was only used for that one power, and the... Was it Needle and Thread? No, Needle and Thread gives plating. There was one for Metallicize. I think it was a rare power, a rare relic. So, which character will I do Ascension 1 next? I feel like more Necrobinder. I think this one feels the most, like a really good modded character. Although it's official. But it's kind of got that feel to it that I like. Regent, for some reason, Regent does feel like a classic Slay the Spire character. But Necrobinder, I guess just because there's so many mods that are like the Shade or the Necromancer. I really love the Shade. The Wall of Flesh version of the Shade, not the super edgy version of the Shade. Although the super edgy version of the Shade is pretty cool too. It was the creepers and the skeletons. A lot of people on Twitter are talking about, like Dan Giesling in particular said Slay the Spire 2 is too similar to Slay the Spire 1. And it's like... Listening to that theme... they could have changed it a little bit. I think this is literally just the same theme as Slay the Spire 1 title screen. But it's so good. I was, kind of expecting it to be, like, a little buggy and early access-y, but it really just feels like more Slay the Spire. Which is really cool, because I happen to like Slay the Spire. I don't know if you knew that about me. Do you think this is a Deltarune reference? The player is forcing Ironclad to fight all the monsters and he just wants to befriend them. Silence says to Ironclad, "Whoa, things are taking a weird route right now." And then he just like sighs under his helmet. Necrobinder Ascension 1. Start with 5 copies of a single card. May ignore pass when choosing the next room to travel to. Murderous. You start each combat with 3 strength, all enemies start combat with 3 strength. Nope. I've made enough Slay the Spire mods to know this is probably a placeholder. But yeah, aside from like some missing art in the timeline and some placeholder icons, this really does feel like basically just a full release. Really cool. If you enjoyed this episode of Slay the Spire 2, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, thanks for watching.